Most guys ruin it within seconds. They walk up and drop something basic, awkward, or just flat out boring. Boom, game over. She's already made her decision. Just another forgettable guy who didn't stand out. But what if the first sentence you said could hook her mind, spark curiosity, and instantly set you apart from every other dude she's met? Here's the truth. Women don't fall for looks alone. They fall for how you make them feel, and your opening line. That sets the emotional tone for everything that follows. You could be Brad Pitt's twin, but if you open with something that kills the vibe, you're done. Or you could be an average looking guy with the right words, and suddenly she's curious. She's laughing, she's intrigued, she's wondering what it might feel like to be with you. Neil Strauss said it best: attraction isn't a choice. It's not about logic. You're triggering something primal. The right opener slips under her radar, past her filters, straight into her subconscious. That's where real attraction lives, not in her ears or even her head, but in her nervous system. Don't get it twisted. This isn't about memorizing corny pickup lines or acting fake. That's rookie stuff. Real seduction is calibrated. It's subtle. It's a dance between boldness and finesse. And men who master this, they don't chase, they attract. Women lean in, they stay, just to feel that spark again. Let's break this down. In the game, Strauss said most guys play checkers when it comes to social dynamics. They make the obvious move: "Hi, how are you?" Or worse, "Can I buy you a drink?" That's not seductive. That's predictable, and predictable is forgettable. Now picture this. You're in a lounge, low music, dim lighting. She walks in elegant, confident, used to weak approaches. Most guys won't even try. The few who do. Awkward, but you walk up calm, grounded, composed. You smile, just slightly, and instead of asking a question or complimenting her looks, you drop a line that makes her laugh, or pause, or look at you like you're something rare. That's the hook. Those first 5 seconds where your words, energy, and confidence collide. But here's the twist. The magic isn't in the line, it's in how you deliver it. The timing, the tone, the eye contact. The vibe beneath the words. When Mystery, Strauss's mentor, designed opener routines, he knew content was secondary. The vibe was everything. The opener is the tip of the spear. It pierces attention so you can follow through. And look, you don't need to be a comic or a poet. You just need a few high-impact openers that feel authentic and adaptable. Openers that flip the dynamic from "he's trying to impress me" to "who is this guy?" That's the shift. When you stop performing and start inviting her into your world, most guys chase approval. They try too hard to be nice, agreeable, polite. But seduction isn't about being liked, it's about being felt. When you open with edge, mystery, or just a touch of humor, you spark an emotional reaction. That's what she remembers. Let me give you a few examples. One of my favorite lines: "You look like trouble. Should I be worried?" Say it with a smirk, like you're in on a secret. She might laugh, tease back, or get curious, but she won't ignore you, because you didn't beg for her name. You didn't flatter her appearance. You framed her as interesting, and you as calm, in control, playful. Or try this one: "I was just about to leave, and then you walked in. Now I'm confused." Subtle, not needy. A tease wrapped in confidence. Delivered right, it hits. But remember, none of these lines work if your energy is off. If you're nervous, stiff, or tense, she'll feel it. Women are emotional radars. They sense vibe before words. So if you want your opener to land, start with you. Shoulders relaxed, breath slow, eye contact locked. Say it with me: "I am the prize." Because until you believe that, your words won't matter. And speaking of environment, calibration is key. Every situation's different. What works at a rooftop bar might flop in a bookstore. That's why you don't memorize. You adapt. Use openers as frameworks, not scripts. The real seduction happens after the first line. That's when you build intrigue, emotional spikes, and addictive tension. But it all starts with those 5 seconds, that crack in her reality where you step in not as a stranger, but as an experience. Once you master that, everything else gets easier. You're not chasing, you're choosing. Let's go deeper. Behind every great opener lies a deeper principle. It's not about what you say, it's about why you're saying it. Take framing, for example. When your opener puts you in the selector's role, not seeking approval, you flip the power dynamic. Women are drawn to guys who walk in like they own the space, who lead, who filter. Try this. I only talk to women with great taste in music. Quick test. Top 3 bands. It's fun, but it's also a filter. You're challenging her. You're saying, I'm the prize. Let's see if you qualify. That flips the script. Here's another technique. Curiosity hooks. Openers that aren't complete. They make her lean in. You remind me of someone I used to know but with more attitude. Boom. Vague, intriguing, sticky. She wants to know more, or go big. Story openers. I saw the craziest thing earlier. A guy in a coffee shop literally proposed to a girl. No ring, no warning, pure chaos. And she was loving the drama. Then pause. Let her react. You've just created an emotional moment, a shared scene. Now, you're inside her experience, not just talking at her. Let's touch on reverse psychology. Another casual killer move. Look. I'm not even supposed to be talking to you. My friend bet I couldn't make you laugh in 30 seconds. So, here we are. It's cheeky, it's bold. It invites her into a game. Once she's playing along, she's investing. And investment builds attraction. Here's the deeper truth. Women are waiting for a reason to feel something different, to break the pattern. And when you walk up and do what every guy does, you blend into the noise, but disrupt the script suddenly. She's paying attention, and it all comes down to one thing, your state. Walk in like you belong, not arrogant. Just certain. I don't need anything from you, but I might just make your night unforgettable. And when you come from that place, your body language shifts. Your eyes steady, your tone deepens, even the simplest line lands differently. The best openers, they sound like thoughts you'd actually have. Not lines you memorized. Strauss and Mystery weren't effective because of their routines. It was their identity. They owned it. So ask yourself, what's my intention? Am I grounded, playful, curious? Because when your energy aligns with your words, she feels it. That's congruence, and congruence builds trust. Now let's talk about emotional anchoring. Attraction doesn't happen logically. It happens emotionally. Every woman you meet is in a state bored, curious, guarded, whatever. Your job. Shift it, make her feel something she hasn't in a while. Playfulness, tension, challenge, mystery. When you do that, you become the emotional anchor for that feeling, and that's what she remembers. It's not about being loud or flashy. Sometimes it's just calm confidence and a spark in your eye that says, I've been here before. Presence is power. Women can tell in 3 seconds if you're used to being around women. Your body gives it away. If you're stiff, in your head, doubtful, she knows. But if you're relaxed, if your vibe is steady, she feels you, and that's magnetic. Want to level up? Use your environment. At a bookstore, this book claims it can fix any relationship in 90 pages. Truth or total fiction? Boom. It's playful, real, in the moment. At a coffee shop, how dangerous is my caffeine addiction if I order a third espresso? It's not deep, but it's human. It creates connection, because here's the secret. Women love men who are present. Present men are rare. And rare is attractive. Here's another move. Contrast dynamics. Play with opposing energies, bold but soft. Curious but confident, you seem like the kind of girl who breaks hearts, but reads poetry in secret. Am I close? Powerful. Why? It suggests you see layers. It builds an emotional bridge. And don't forget meta-openers. These acknowledge the moment. Okay, I promised myself I wouldn't talk to anyone tonight, and then you showed up. It's self-aware, smooth, and still puts you in control. And whatever you do, don't pedestal her. Avoid early compliments on looks. That puts you in the every other guy box. Instead, tease, challenge, or spark curiosity. If she's used to being hit on, flip the expectation. Relax, I'm not hitting on you. But you do look like you're plotting something. What's the story? Now she's intrigued. You've broken the pattern. That's how you build emotional involvement. That's how you become the guy she remembers. Because in the end, it's not about the line, it's about you, your state, your presence, your belief. When a man walks into a room grounded in who he is, he doesn't chase, he leads. So, whether your opener is a bold tease, a clever story, or a moment of shared reality, remember, the spark is in your energy. You don't need perfect words, you need courage. If this message hits something inside you, if you're ready to stop guessing and start leading, drop a comment. Tell me which opener you're going to try first, or better, share one of your own that's worked like magic. Let's build a tribe of high-level men who live the game, and if you're serious about mastering this, hit like, share this with someone who needs it, and subscribe with notifications on. Because what's coming next will blow the doors wide open. Stay bold, stay sharp, and never forget, you're not here to impress. You're here to lead.